Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the SMU Mustangs taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Stanford Cardinal. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mustangs offense takes the field for the first time today. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Smith takes the handoff.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, SMU!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So Stanford's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 40. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
They made the... Hay with that last big chunk of yardage, now 1st and 10 from the 30. With jet sweep pass. Sweet cut there. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's Daniels. Pressure coming. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Leaves it with the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. On the move at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Defense will always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Daniels. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He looks that one in nicely. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Number 37 in punt formation.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Stanford lines up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hudson. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Daniels. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on second down.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Smith. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Pickup of 2. Third down coming.
The Mustangs have pushed it inside the 20. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way. It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Oregon. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys. Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 30. Delivers the contact.
He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. He's got his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. Off the play fake. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I tell you, I love the toughness by the quarterback on that throw because he knew he was going to get hit. He still stepped into the throw, made sure it was going to be accurate right before taking that massive shot.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. They're going to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Bachmeyer. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Coming out with it, it's Wheaton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
It's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Finds space on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Here's first and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Back to throw, it's Daniels. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's the handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time. Lost one deep down the right side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, SMU! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. Off he goes. Past the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
on to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, but the lead is still huge. It's 35-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week. This game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over New Mexico. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He wants to take the top off. And it's caught inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the ground with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Palo Alto as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
And the Mustangs will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Completes it in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Finds his man down the middle. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins.
And the blitz gets to him just like that.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Going for the big play. He's got it down the left. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
If I'm the quarterback right here, I hope my play caller is going to let me take another shot. You just got a big gainer. Defense is on their heels. Let's go tempo, and let's see if we can catch them napping or misaligned and score a touchdown.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Rides to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It is good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. just trucks through it. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, third down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Unloads it left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Daniels. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
On the play.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The handoff to Johnson. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Mustangs are marching down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dixon. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Stone. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Touchdown, SMU! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Mockmeyer. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Stanford. What a grab and go for the score.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. That's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Touch pass on the run. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll try the run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They need 1 yard on 3rd down to keep this one going. This will be the 8th play of the drive. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
55, Stanford, 20.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figure.